The name of my story this morning is Mr. Goody Four Shoes. Gator carried out the trash to the trash can out back after supper, opened it up and put the trash in. A lot of trash. You have a lot of trash at your house. And then he stood there for a while by the tree just looking at the sky. It was really cold out, and the ground underneath him was as hard as a rock. But because the sun was still out, and because Gator is a reptile, he was nice and warm. Gator suddenly noticed some movement behind him, right behind where the tree is. And there was Ken and Kat walking down the alleyway. Gator's heart just sort of skipped a beat because he just used to be friends with them. But you see, they're kind of really bad news. And now that Gator has come to live with Uncle Floyd, he no longer calls them friends. Hey Gator, long time no see. Here, want to smoke? And Kat gave Gator a cigarette, or offered him a cigarette. And Gator said, no thanks. Oh, Mr. Goody Four Shoes is too good to eat. I'm sorry that my microphone is making that noise. How do I make it stop? I'll try not to move. Oh, Mr. Goody Four Shoes is too good to spend time with us now. And kind of made Gator feel angry, but he said nothing. And then Kat said, well, let's go over behind the shed at the playground, and nobody will notice that you're hanging out with us there. Gator. Gator thought he heard his name. He looked around and nobody had said his name. Maybe the back door to the church will be unlocked and we can sneak in there where it's warmer, suggested Ken. Gator. Gator heard his name again. Who's calling him, he wondered. Mr. Goody Four Shoes, do you want to come with us or not? Demanded Kat. And a third time, Gator. Was it Uncle Floyd calling him? Now, he wasn't sure. It seemed like Ken and Kat did not hear it. Yes, said Gator. But because Ken and Kat had just asked him, are you going to come with us or not? They thought Gator was answering him, saying yes, he would come with them. But that's not what Gator was answering. Gator was answering that voice he thought he heard. It said Gator. And then Gator knew, oh, he needed to say no to Kat and Ken. So he said, no way, very firmly. And they said, missed your chance for some excitement, Mr. Goody Four Shoes, and they went on down the alleyway. And Gator walked back into the house, done with the trash, and when he walked in, he noticed that Uncle Floyd had been watching from the kitchen window. But was it Uncle Floyd that had called him? And when their eyes met, he could tell that it wasn't Uncle Floyd who called him, but he got the sense that Uncle Floyd had watched what happened out by the tree. Uncle Floyd said, time to wash up for supper, son, and chest bump. So they did a chest bump. And Gator washed his hands, and he was pondering, what was it? His imagination? It wasn't Uncle Floyd that called his name, but it seemed like that calling was reminding him that he's called now to live with Uncle Floyd, and he doesn't live down by the river. He has a different life now, and he associates with different people. He pondered this as he washed his hands and dried them. The end.